It occurred to me the other day that this 100 conversation challenge is actually a spiritual practice. And I almost laughed when I thought of that. Over the past couple years, I've gotten into the habit of doing sadhanas. And sadhanas, this is a word, a lot of times it's used in yoga to describe a spiritual practice, a morning practice usually. There's a morning sadhana, so there's sort of like a routine. And in many traditions, this is done for 40 days. And doing something for 40 days really sets in a habit. And in Kundalini Yoga, which I've studied and practiced for years, extending it to 90 days or 180 days or 1,000 days further sets that habit, whatever it is you're practicing, into your skin. It gets into your DNA, right? So, but 40 days is generally considered about the amount of time to form a habit. So a 40-day practice is simply something that you do with an intention for 40 days. And it's very powerful, not really because what you're doing. One of my teachers always said, we could get together with an intention to transform our lives and drink water together and it would work. In other words, it's the intention that really brings it and the action of following through. So it really could be that simple. A spiritual practice could be as simple as sitting and meditating for 3 minutes every morning. It could be, pampering yourself by rubbing body oil on you or something. That's a pleasant spiritual practice, right? It could be as simple as a little exercise routine that you do. It could be going for a walk. It could be taking 3 deep breaths. But the point is that you're doing it regularly. It's sort of like a commitment. And the discipline piece in this is very important because it's how we learn to control our attention. And we learn to harness our intention. At least that's what it is for me. And so this 100 conversations is a spiritual practice, which I didn't think of it that way when I started it, but it totally is. Because what am I doing? I'm creating a new habit of listening, of having the courage to ask sometimes difficult questions, of really seeing people and reflecting who they are to give them an experience of who they are that I see, the beauty of them, the power of them. And helping them listen to their own wisdom, which is listening to my own wisdom. And this is a practice. And because I'm doing it regularly and I'm doing it with an intention to step into that power myself and to help others step into that power, it multiplies in its effects. At least I believe that it does. And so here's this, I've got another spiritual practice. And I love this, by the way. I'm pretty much addicted to having a spiritual practice. And it changes all the time. I like trying new things. But it's like a comforting companion. And I've thoroughly created this as a habit. So, back to you. What habit, what practice, what practice would you like to create in your life? What might that look like? Something that connects you with deeper meaning, that creates gratitude, that fosters love and understanding, that gets you where you want to go. What would that be? What might that look like? I would love to know.